Hello. Came across an interesting article from MarketWatch and thought I'd pass it along as there is a lot of fear and panic again out there. And I really don't have a lot of fear about it, except that if everybody were to actually cave into the fear, then there could be some problems. But there's some facts that you need to be aware of that are strong and are not being talked about. The top 8 banks in the United States have almost $1 trillion in capital. 54 billion of it is exposed to the weakest Eurozone nations. That's a very small number in comparison. If they all default, doesn't bother us. In 81-82, almost all of South America defaulted. Based on accounting rules in place at the time, top 8 banks in the United States had 263% of their assets exposed. That was a huge issue. Potentially, we had a 20-year boom in this country after that default. We've had 8 straight quarters of GDP growth. That's economic growth. It's not the growth anyone's looking for, but it has been growing. Everyone's saying, well, what happens if we go back to zero growth next month? Very unlikely. Japan's finally starting to climb out of the difficulty that they had with the tsunami, and just them getting back to some semblance of normalcy will grow things. What about the government? They say they're going to have to cut a lot of jobs. Let's hope they do. In 1945, when all the soldiers came home from World War II, the government cut 10 million jobs. There was no Great Depression of 1945, if you'll recall that. Housing starts are down over the course of the past year, but existing home sales are up 18% year over year. This is a good thing. It means that supply is going down while demand is going up. Prices continue to ever so gradually recover. So housing is showing the signs of bottoming out. Another good indicator, FedEx, the global shipping company, their volume is up. That portends well for down the road. Despite all worries, consumer spending is up 2% year over year. So things continue to get a little bit better. In addition to that, the death of U.S. manufacturing has been indefinitely postponed again. According to the National Association of Manufacturers, the U.S. is still the world's largest manufacturer, producing 21% of global manufactured products, the same share it held 30 years ago. China's in second at 15%, Japan's in third. The manufacturing sector, by the way, is currently leading the U.S. economy for the first time since the 70s. Overall message here is let the market be afraid while you be smart. A good saying of Warren Buffett's was brought back to my attention recently. He says that the stock market is a wonderful mechanism for transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. Let's not be one of them. Talk to you next time. Thanks.